What time is it? Almost 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, so 2 o'clock Eastern. What do we do? 12 o'clock Mountain, 11 a.m. Pacific? I feel like I've figured out the math of this by now. So I'm about to make me some hot tea, and then we're going to jump into this whole thing. So you guys may have been here when I had a small I'm going to call it, I don't want to call it like a mental breakdown, but I had a moment of wanting to throw YouTube through the wall about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I mean, you had extreme frustration.
Extreme frustration with the platform.
Relationship.
Yes, with the relationship being this platform. You guys may remember, and if you don't remember, I'm going to give you a little backstory.
Based on poor communication.
Poor communication with YouTube tech support, if you will, or whatever they're supposed to be called for content creators. Or what are they called? They're not tech support. Waste of time. Yes, that's it. So I had a video on this channel that had close to 100,000 views, right? And it made, because we talked about this, it made $1,000 for 100,000 views, which is pretty nice, right? And it was in my YouTube revenue and my YouTube money. And then one day it was poof, be gone. And I went to look and they dropped it from $1,000 to $94. And I was like, no, obviously something's wrong here. Let me reach out and ask questions. So I reached out and was basically told advertisers can take their money back at the end of the month when they don't want to pay for the ads they put on videos, even though their ads were in the videos. So they got free ads put on YouTube, like YouTube just lets them get stuff for free, but then they take the stuff back from the content creators. Anytime you want to
just like Walmart Spark tip baiting.
Okay, it is like tip baiting. You think you're going to get this, so people will tip you, and then you deliver the groceries and they take the money back. But so for this, I've had a lot of people ask me if it got fixed. No, the video still it's like $97 now. We talked about CPM and RPM. CPM is what advertisers pay YouTube to get their ads in content creator videos. RPM is basically what YouTube then pays the creator for the ads that go in the videos. It's something per million.
Cost versus revenue.
Cost what?
Cost per melee revenue.
Cost per melee revenue, whatever he just said. So RPM, it's how much a content creator gets paid per 1,000 views on each video, right? Some videos it'll be $3. Some videos it can be up to 20. And I've seen there's channels out there who get way more money per 1,000 views, right? That video showed that it was getting paid roughly $10 per 1,000 views. Ergo, 100,000 views, $1,000, right? Made sense. Then when I went back and checked it after everything was gone, it showed that it now made 94 cents per 1,000 views, which made absolutely no sense. And I tried to find a way to get it fixed. I'm like, hey, how does this work? Whatever else. And then I came across another guy, and I don't know how to say his name, Zachary Schmeigel, Smigel, I don't know if it's Smeagol, but it makes me think of Schmeagol every single time. It's in the top. What are you looking for?
Spoon.
Oh, I don't know where the spoon is. There's a spoon. He's making me hot tea right now. So I came across this guy, Zachary Smeagol. Again, y'all, I suck with names.
Might be Smiggle.
But he has a video on his YouTube channel, and I keep looking down because I'm looking at the man's computer where he has it pulled up. This guy here, okay? So he made a video titled, "Why is YouTube like this?" And in it, he talks about how he has a video that got 3.2 million views since it was published. And I'm like, man, that's a lot of views. He had to make significant money. Because think about this. If I had a video with 100,000 views and it should have paid me $1,000, this man at 3.2 million views, I can't even imagine the check he must have gotten from that one video that went viral, right? That's why you see these channels out there that try to go viral, because they know that the pay for them is great, right? So this guy got 3.2 million views on this video, 262,000 watch hours, not minutes, hours. So 262,000 times 60 basically is how many minutes he got watched. And this video gained him 43,000 subscribers. You want to know how much it paid him? Do you want to know? I'm livid for him, just so you know. It paid him $1,232. Off of 3.2 million views.
So,
if you happen to be a content creator, then you understand that That is absolutely ridiculous. He did the math, and the math was how many cents per?
39 cents.
39 cents RPM for every 1,000 views. That would be equivalent to, let's say you guys,
You could make a video breastfeeding a child and make more money than that.
which is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't see how that's a thing on the platform, but it is, so that's not what we're talking about. But think about this. You get paid $20 an hour, okay? You get paid $20 an hour, and you work your whole entire 40 hours for the week, and you expect your paycheck, and at the end, instead of getting paid $20 an hour, they decided to pay you 20 cents an hour. But you still worked the same amount. They still got the same amount of work out of you, because you know, and then they just take all your money away at the end. You don't get that work back that you put out, but you get fucked at the end with not getting paid.
He has a new video since then that he says, as a creator, he appreciates transparency, and he goes into how much he makes.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was doctored at all.
No, me either. So people have asked me over here on 2.0, and I tell you guys all the time, this channel does not make money. This is not a money-making channel. I am here because I love you guys, and I want to hang out on 2.0 and just talk about the day and everything else. The most I've gotten paid on a video is like $200. Normally I'm making $20 a day. It is not about the money. But when you see that a video has done very well, you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I was just talking and whatever. And then you see that it made money. You're like, oh, wow, this is great. I can set this aside. I can pay this bill. I can do this with it. And then when it's gone, it's a big effing deal. And I think people, if you think about it in the terms of, again, your paychecks and things like that, it makes sense, right?
So you had a lot of people reach out to you after that?
Yeah, I had a lot of people reach out. That had the same problem. There's a lot of, if you look at the live stream where I was so livid that he had to do most of the talking for me because I could not get my brain and mouth to work in a just cuss everything out kind of manner. Even Kingdom Reacts commented on it. A lot of, he said it happened to him. He's like, it sucks. It's happening to so many creators. And he's like, there's no recourse. So
the worst part for him was he got demonetized.
He got demonetized. Like, they took his whole thing away. For me, it was just one video where they took all the money away from it. That still makes no sense, but
he didn't get gypped on his RPM. He saw how much he was going to get.
Yeah.
60 grand for that month.
Yeah.
And then he got demonetized and didn't get it.
Which is crazy.
That's just like, come on, YouTube, kick me in my nuts right now.
But that's like you working your 40 hours, let's say 40 hours a week, or let's say it's every 2 weeks you get paid. So you've worked 80 hours, you've worked 2 weeks, 80 hours, and then you got fired on hour 81, and they decided not to pay you for those 2 weeks of work that you did because you got fired on hour 81. That doesn't make sense. Like Kingdom Reacts, he did all the videos and did all the work, if you will, to make what he made, and for them to demonetize him and then take everything away, like back pay.
It's like that, you're in a courtroom, they're like, stricken from the record.
Well, I hear you stricken from the record, but we all heard it. It's still in my brain. I know what happened.
I saw the ad.
I saw the ad. I saw what I was supposed to get paid. I saw what the RPM was. So people have been asking me, which is why we're here. We're here for numerous reasons. But people have been asking me, did it ever get rectified? No. It's still 94 cents per 1,000 views. YouTube kept the money.
How many more minutes you want on this?
Another minute or two, it's fine. And so it is what it is. And I'm just going to say I'm extremely grateful for every single one of you who reached out and, left comments, went to buy me a coffee and everything like that. I appreciate you more than you could ever possibly know. But it's just crazy that I look at the Zachary Smeagol, his channel, and I'm like, does he know that he got fucked over there? Like, does he know that they effed him over because 39 cent RPM on 3.2 million views?
I'm gonna have to watch his latest to see. Maybe he goes into it. Maybe he explains what happened.
Because that's absolutely crazy to me. And what I see is that it's going to make a lot of content creators say, this is not worth my time and effort. Imagine Mr. Beast. Imagine Mr. Beast putting in the millions of dollars he puts into a video and then YouTube going,
No, you don't have to imagine. Because he already told Elon Musk, he's like, no, I'm not going to Twitter because you can't pay me enough. But
that's what I'm saying. If it was the same thing and Mr. Beast put out a video on YouTube and it showed that it made him $6 million because he makes a ton of money, shows it made him $6 million. He's got let's say a $10 RPM, and then at the end of the month, it goes, oh no, never mind. We're going to give you a penny per view and you've now made $600,000, which is still a lot of money.
He would quit.
But he would quit. And
he says that he's got $4 million invested in videos, which is why he would need at least 40 million to pull off his deal with Amazon for the game show. But it's $100 million deal. Like, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Before he even publishes the video.
Yeah, before he does anything, they're going to pay him ahead of time.
Now,
but so that's the downside, because content creators, YouTube, we don't know anything until the video is up. So after it's been up for 24 hours, you can see what the CPM is. You can see what advertisers paid to be on your video for those first 24 hours. And then it shows you how much you made for however many views in that first 24 hours theory, whatever. And then you see your RPM the next day. And sometimes it goes in line, sometimes it doesn't. But I've never, in 2 years of being on the platform, I have never seen my RPM change like that and money get taken away. It was the very first time. I went back through and looked at every video I could think of, and I've been screenshotting everything just to make sure they're not going to do it again, because it doesn't make sense.
You can't make sure they're not going to do it again.
Yeah, there's that.
You'll have proof when they do.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you don't have any real recourse, because the direct line of communication with YouTube through their chat is, it's abysmal. It's make you want to ram your head into the wall, right? Yeah. Maybe one day you get an opportunity to sit down with YouTube and really talk about these things.
They don't want me to talk to them.
Maybe, but the problem really is the communication, the lack thereof, the poor communication, the chat.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, give me a phone number. Let me talk to a person on the other end, because
and this is not like, I feel like the guy from Saturday Night Live. Like the Trump guy.
Oh, he does that all the time.
But this is not like let's always harp on the negative and the problem or whatever. But you did have a problem with YouTube. You did have a problem with their chat.
Yeah.
Numerous times.
Yeah.
Like when they were taking views away.
Yeah.
You did have a problem with Cox.
Yeah.
You did have a problem with their chat.
Yes.
Which yesterday when we went to return the box, this other guy was standing in line basically with the same problem. He's like, I tried to do it online, but it doesn't work.
They won't let you.
Well, now we're moving on again to the chat.
So I have a
Fitbit has entered the chat.
Fitbit has entered the chat. I have a Fitbit. All right. Y'all may remember I showed you this about maybe a year ago when I got it. Actually, not even a year ago when I got this. Okay. I got this Fitbit because I wanted to keep track of my heart rate and see what my sleep patterns were and see how many steps I was getting and everything else like that. So I got this Fitbit. And in order to do some of the extra things I wanted to do with the heart rate monitoring and the sleep patterns and everything else, you had to pay for the Fitbit Premium app, which was $79.99 for a year. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do this for a year and see if it'll help, whatever else. And so I've used the watch plenty of times. Anytime we go to the gym, things like that, use the watch. Wear it to bed, all kinds of stuff. Well, day before yesterday, I went to go put it on and it's on this screen. Now this is a Fitbit Versa 3. And this is the screen that it's on. This is the Fitbit logo, okay? So this is the screen it's on. It is completely charged. There is nothing wrong with this watch. It has not been thrown against the wall. It has not been put in water. Nothing has been done to it. But it's been on this logo for as long as I can remember, since I picked it back up off its charger 2 days ago. It has been right here. And so I went to all these different forums to figure out how to fix it, like what I could do, like what was wrong with it. And I tried absolutely everything and nothing worked. So then today I reached out to Fitbit. I went to their website and I got on Fitbit chat, right? Chat with a person, whatever else. And I chatted with Peter John. And two first names. Two first names. I was like, this is going to be interesting. So Peter John, I said to him, hey, listen, I've done every single thing that has been said to do to try to reset this, to try to get, anything to happen to it. And it still stays on the screen no matter what I do. I cannot get it off the Fitbit main screen on my Versa 3. And he goes, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Let's try this. And he tells me to try all the things I've already done. And I said, okay. So I try it. And I said, it's not working. He goes, okay, well, pull up your app on your phone, because you have to have your app on your phone. He goes, what kind of phone are you using? What's it called when it updates? The
version?
Well, yeah, what version is it? What version is your phone app? Blah, blah, blah. Firmware, all that stuff. So I tell him everything. And then I pull up, I've got the Fitbit app up and I show him, or I type in what the firmware is on that, like the number that it gave me and everything else. He goes, okay, well, just sync it. And I'm like, no, there's this red exclamation point next to the sync button. I'm like, if it could just sync, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Like, I don't think you understand this.
Well, no.
And he's like, well, we're going to try to reset it again. And I said, okay. And I said, it's still not working. And he goes, well, after further review, I can see that you're out of warranty. So hopefully you have a good day. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I was like, wait, what? What? Nothing has been accomplished here. I can't get my Fitbit to work. What do I do from here? And he said, you'd have to go buy a new watch. You're out of warranty. And I said, I've only had this not even a full year yet. Like, how am I out of warranty? He says, you have 45 days from date of purchase to return it. I said, that's not the same thing as a warranty. I'm not trying to return it. I'm just trying to get a Fitbit that works. It's been less than a year. And he said, I understand, but you're out of warranty. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I said, yeah.
When did you buy it?
Last March, the beginning of March at Target.
Business or personal?
That's what I was trying to figure out before we started this, but I started this, so I don't know.
If it's personal?
I'm gonna whatever, but I don't know if it's business or personal. So I'm telling him that, I'm like, but what do I do about the Fitbit Premium app then that you just billed me for? Like, I got the email that I've been rebilled. And he goes, no, I can see here it ends on March 24th, 2024. And I said, okay, but then why did they rebill me? And he says, no, I can see here it ends on March 24th, 2024. And I didn't say anything. And he goes, after further review, I can see that you've been rebilled and you have another year. How did you miss that the first time? Look, I screenshot the entire conversation just to have it for myself here. And I said, so how do I get this back? He goes, well, that's through Google. So basically, I picture him sitting at his keyboard and shrugging because he gave me absolutely nothing. And he goes, go to your accounts and then you can try to do something there. But I'm ending the chat now. And then he just stopped talking and he ended the chat. He just ended the whole thing.
Is the app personal or business?
I don't know. I have to look it up when we're done.
If they're personal and American Express, they give you a year.
But that's what I was trying to figure out.
I'm just saying, like, if it is, you'll get a year, and you can just hit up American Express and say, this product broke.
Look, I'm gonna end the chat, and then he just left. That was the end of the chat. I'm gonna end the chat, and then he just left. No, it sent me a survey.
Oh.
So I Karen the hell out of that survey too, just so we're all fully
aware. If it is
aware.
American Express, I believe, even if it's not, I think there's a follow-up that needs to be made here about consumer protection and your extended warranty by using these credit cards to make these purchases.
Yeah, that is the plus with the credit cards. 'Cause I remember we were talking about with your brother when he got his something. He said, I'm using my credit card because then I get outside of the manufacturer warranty, I get extra year warranty through the credit card, which is why.
It's a long story that we cannot discuss.
No.
Because of the end result included a non-disclosure agreement to never talk about it.
But I'm just saying, I didn't realize that credit cards gave you an extension of a warranty on certain things.
He didn't have to use a credit card. He just said he would.
Oh, guys, there wasn't a robot on this one.
He said he would. And then when they heard about it, they were like, whoa, wait. And then they were like, but we, non-disclosure. You can't talk about it.
So you can't talk about it. So we're not doing that. But turns out using your credit card is a good idea. So I try not to pay cash for anything that's electronic. That way I do have some sort of recourse, and I'm going to find where they billed me $79.99 for the app, and I'm going to dispute the crap out of it.
Now, this is actually...
Because there's no point in an app if I don't have a freaking watch that works.
This is really ironic that this is transpiring today. After the experience we had this morning and the conversation that we were involved in, of someone explaining to us how they have a 3-year-old Tesla Model S that they've probably paid over $100,000 for, with 25,000 miles on it, and a dead battery.
Yes, and no recourse except for 25 grand to replace a battery.
Dead battery.
Explain why it's a big deal.
Here's
why it's a big deal.
And your theory behind it.
So we're talking to this girl, and she's telling us about her Tesla Model 3. And she's had it for 3 years. It's got 25,000 miles on it. Model S, sorry. She says she takes it on all vacations because it is grandfathered in for supercharging for life. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Supercharging for life. Grandfathered in. Meaning,
it's tied to the car.
It's tied to the car. No matter where she goes, she charges for free. So I said, listen, this is just like what Apple does, and Samsung does it too. When the new version of a watch or a phone or something is coming out, you notice that your shit starts to slow down real quick. Like that, the iPhones, it used to be like, we used to have iPhones, and then we'd notice that we'd wake up on a Thursday and it would just be like, it had aged 50 years overnight and couldn't drag its ass out of bed.
And it had this unknown data collection storage where your phone had no space.
You have no space to take a picture. How? It's completely empty. I know, but there's no space here. And so people were having issues, and then it turns out that Apple was purposefully slowing down their older phones so that people would rush out and buy the new shit. And Samsung was doing the same thing. And I told him, I said, her batteries didn't die. Tesla turned that shit off. They said, listen, you're on supercharge for life. We're not making any money off of you. Then she tells us that Tesla has actually been reaching out to customers like her who bought the initial Model S because they want to buy them back. Because those Model S's having been grandfathered in for supercharging for life cost them money. Not the person who bought the car, but the company itself. So they're trying to get these cars back. And so I told her, I said, shit, reach out to Tesla and be like, you can have it back, but you're going to pay off the loan for it and you're going to give me a little pocket change. Because there's a reason, I told him, I said, there's a reason her battery just randomly quit working. There's nothing wrong with her car. It's 3 years old. She, 25,000 miles in 3 years is a normal wear and tear.
And we were talking about repairing it. And, I said, well, she had a little bit of electrical knowledge. And I was like, there's some YouTube videos out there of people who have done this. Mm-hmm. And she says, and then I asked her, I said, well, if you go to Tesla and you pay them the ridiculously absorbent amount of money to get a new battery, what kind of warranty do you get with a new battery? She goes, none.
There's no warranty on new Tesla batteries.
On a replacement.
On a replacement.
Like a replaced battery.
Yeah.
No warranty. And I'm like, wait, you got a car that's 3 years old, 25,000 miles on it. The battery's died. And you think you're going to go buy a replacement with no warranty?
Less than a year. The watch obviously still freaking works. Their logo is blazed all across it, but I can't get it to sync up for shit or to do anything else. Less than a year, and I'm out $200 for a watch and $80 for an app. Somebody's gonna kiss my ass on that because I'm gonna get my money back.
So she said that she had her name on the list to get a Cybertruck. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I said, well, the Cybertruck's got different batteries. They've redesigned the battery technology and they brought the battery production in-house. So Tesla owns everything. But Tesla is closed source and Elon Musk wants to rule the world. So one car at a time. So you're going to get to the point where, think about it. The car manufacturer, any electrical product, they can control everything. They can turn it off whenever they want.
That's what I was going to say. They just shut her battery off. They said, we don't want you to go anywhere, ma'am. Shut it off. And they just happened to shut off in her driveway. Not while she was out somewhere else, but the car is at home in her driveway, which is very convenient for a car that won't start. And I'm just saying, they tracked that thing and they said she's at home, just don't let it restart.
And then it's like, even if it was a legitimate error problem, Tesla doesn't want to offer the ability for people to repair their own product.
No.
What they own, so you'd have to go to Tesla to pay for this or just buy a new one.
Well, then now all the new Teslas, everything on it is Tesla. Their batteries, their doors, their upholstery, their everything
but the tires.
Everything but the tires. Those are probably Michelin, I'm sure. But everything else is Tesla brand now. So it's not even like you can replace anything. You can't JDM anything like on a Tesla.
Rich Rebuilds is very capable, but Rich Rebuilds is very capable. Louis Rossmann, very capable in their own right and what they repair. Rich Rebuilds is automotive. Louis Rossmann is computers, primarily Apple. They're very capable, but the manufacturers are saying, no, you can't have access to the tech. You can't have access to the firmware. You can't have access to parts.
Which is another reason why I said that people trying to go all electric is to make it so that we can't do anything for ourselves when it comes to working on our vehicles.
I mean, and these are some pretty connected people,
Because I could go out into my Jeep and, do some stuff there, change the oil, change the battery if I need to, rotate some tires, some other stuff, I'm sure. But if it was a Tesla, I'd be like, I don't know how to do this.
Well, what some people might know is that you can't change your own battery. For instance, if you own a BMW, you have to recode the battery.
Oh yeah, no, that is true.
You can't just change the battery. You have to recode the battery to the car. Like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. So, side note, completely off topic, my face feels naked today because I'm not wearing glasses today. I put my contacts back in, and this morning I was just telling him right before we started this, I had to triple blink to get my eyes to work, and I was like, man, I forgot what it was like to have bad vision with good vision. Because you put contacts in and they immediately start to dry up, and I have to do that weird thing where you have to make yourself yawn so that your eyes will water just a little bit so your vision will return itself to normal. I've gotten so used to wearing my glasses since we got them in November, December, early December, end of November, that I forgot what it's like when your eyes, you just decide not to do their job. That is all.
And she also brought a sunglass case with her today with no sunglasses.
No sunglasses in it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It was just one of those days, I guess. I don't know. I was like, when I put on makeup or going to the gym, I'm dressed like a hobo. It's fine. But hey, you know what? Look it. It's all gravy, baby. Y'all got that? That's from Bob Evans. We're going to post some Bob Evans today. It's all gravy, baby. So that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I just wanted to let you guys know about everything that pissed me off this morning. Hopefully it didn't piss y'all off. That was not the point. It wasn't the point. It never is. But
it's a heads up.
It's a heads up. Don't buy a Fitbit, at least not a Versa 3. Them little mofos will stop working after a year, and then you're up a creek, and Peter John ain't going to help you any.
And then it's like, you got to buy the $12.99 replacement warranty at the checkout when you get it because it's going to break. Now everything is made to sell a warranty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is made to sell a warranty because everything is made to break.
Can you imagine you go buy a pack of gum for, now it's like $5 for a pack of gum. They're like, would you like to put a warranty on this for 99 cents in case it loses the flavor to it so you can get a new pack of gum? I probably would because gum losing flavor really quick. The fruit stripe, what is it? The zebra one?
Yeah, but can you imagine the chat support you'd have to go through to prove that?
Oh, yeah. My taste buds are telling me I can't taste them. You want to lick my taste buds?
The chat is terrible.
Here, chew my gum.
The chat is terrible.
Yeah.
But do you remember back in the day when you used to have to call and wait on hold and then get disconnected?
Oh, yes.
just get disconnected.
In the middle of talking to them and they're like, I don't like what you're saying. Hang up. Just hang up.
Get disconnected. Like, that was a thing. That was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy. I do know that I'm about to do a little digging to figure out where I bought this Fitbit thingy from, and then I'm going to get my money back, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Because I'm going to get my money back. Please understand, I'm going to get my money back.
You're like, I'm going to get it back in the form of a refund, or I'm going to get it back from all these videos. I'm going to talk crap about you.
Yes, I'm going to label it, Fitbit ain't shit. Next video, never buy Fitbit. Number 3, anything but Fitbit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. Peter John has ruined Fitbit. There we go. That's what we're gonna go with. Peter John. Yeah. Okay. That's all, y'all. You got anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
That's
all
it
right.
for today.
We'll let you guys get back
to
your hump day, and I'm gonna go finish this and get started on getting that refund, y'all. Okay. I love y'all. Have a good day. See ya later. Goodbye. Adios.